too much fire and the air needs more room to move. Too much air and it turns into wind and blows the heat away. But the right correlation of these two elements turns into mist. So y'all ready? Let's go.
I'm looking for the heart in you. Sometimes I don't know what to do. They be looking when you ain't looking. So if you want it, you better try hard.
All right, Gemini, when you're dealing with a Sagittarius, this is like a match made in heaven. This is literally like the definition, Zodiac definition of match made in heaven. You're both masculine signs. We're dealing with the upper echelon, right? That air and that fire energy. And you guys are just all over the place, right? So let's start with thoughts. Let's think about the thoughts first, right? Gemini rules over communication, the connecting of thoughts, consolidating thoughts from this person to that person to that person. Let's combine. We're on this mental high and everything, like everything is great, right? And then you got Sagittarius, who's over there with these lofty, grandiose thoughts that says this can be achieved. We can do this. We can move mountains by thinking this way and not following the pro quo. And we're going to like break some type of old traditions by bringing in this new way of life or whatever the case may be. I don't got it all figured out yet, but I'm on my way and y'all should take this adventure with me, right? Perfect for the two of you because you both can bump into each other and be like, really? That's how you feel? Well, what do you think? Well, what do you think? So this is like a sparring match, if you will, when it comes to communication. And you may be great debaters. Don't get it twisted. Like this is just going to be all roses because you guys are great communicators and you have a thought process that is pretty much unmatched when it comes to the rest of the Zodiac, depending on, you know, different placements and stuff like that, right? So you can have things where you disagree, where you're just totally on the opposite side of each other because these are opposite signs anyway. 7 houses over from Gemini, Sagittarius, 7 houses over from Sagittarius is Gemini, right? So the Sagittarius might be thinking, your Sagittarius might be thinking, well, you know, you're thinking too small. You know, that still sounds inside of a box. Like it's still local. I'm trying to be out here overseas or, you know, and I'm trying to go long distance. I'm trying to go from East Coast to West Coast and you're still talking about, you know, this mayoral election or whatever the case may be. Like, let's go national. You know what I mean? I want the whole nation. And it's just like, Gemini, you might be like, yo, slow down. You know what I'm saying? How you know how to cover a whole wide area if you can't solidify yourself in a local area? You know what I'm saying? It sounds political, but this is what this can become. You understand what I'm saying? But nonetheless, you will respect each other's craft. You'll respect each other's thoughts and the ability to even think on a level that says, you know, we're doing this because we want to produce something and we want to might want to change something as well, right? You want to be transformational in this because, you know, it's just like a new way of doing things. And in order for that to happen, a new way of thinking has to come in. You know what I'm saying? So free thought is something that is truly emphasized between you two. Now, when it comes to travel, very similar alike. You know what I'm saying? The Gemini loves to travel. The Sagittarius loves to travel. So just because Gemini rules over local communication and travel doesn't mean that they don't want to travel abroad. You understand what I'm saying? Like they will take a long distance trip. So it's not like that'll really be a conflict between these two signs because Sagittarius rules over long distance travel. It's travel nonetheless. Both of them are with it. Y'all know, you know you're with it. You know they're with it. So it's just like, okay, y'all can go. Y'all can do this. But again, if there's anything that you can match up on the same accord about, then this is perfect, right? Now, this is a red flag. If this Sagittarius is coming across as all of this spontaneity, fun and stuff, you love that too. Spontaneity, your curiosity, you get the best of you to where you want to see where they're going with it and everything. And this comes to a place where it just seems like fun, then you may want to, this is a red flag, because if you can't discern whether this is fun or if this is something that could be long lasting, long term, then you'd probably want to backtrack and get out of there. This is a red flag for you to reassess this whole thing that's happening, this whole scenario, because there is supposed to be a person that supports you. There's supposed to be a person that says, okay, this is what you want to do. Even if we disagree, I want to be able to put you on a platform, or we can be able to discuss this on a platform publicly, right? This is not something that's supposed to be behind the scenes or something that they want to be, you know, being quiet about all of a sudden when you normally speak about this on a regular. No, your Sagittarius person should be open and ready to be able to challenge whoever wants to challenge you when it comes to the things that you want to do. All right. So if that's not being said, if that's not being emphasized, then you know that's a red flag. Get out of there. All right. So now, if your Sagittarius is leading the pack when it comes to your thoughts, I wouldn't say to be fearful of this. They're still your thoughts. So don't think like they're stealing your thoughts. All right. They're just in a position to be a leader when it comes to the things or to the ideas that you two share. All right. So don't get paranoid and think that someone's trying to do you greasy or do you dirty if this person is playing a supportive role in y'all relationship.